Don't park your spirit. Find the path beyond harmony.
We are so powerful as beings. Nothing can tell you your path except for you. Once you start on this path, you can't turn around. Don't park your spirit there. You did it. You chose it. That's what you wanted. Because every choice you make affects your life. If you believe it, things are going to work for you because they parked their spirit. Wherever you go, there you are. Hello and welcome back. I'm Carrie Palmer. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to dive deeper into beliefs. Remember, a belief is a thought you continue to think, right? And you could change your beliefs. When you change your beliefs, you change your thoughts, you change your life. It's as simple as that. Looking at my childhood growing up, walking away from the beliefs that were put upon me as a child, had I held on to those beliefs, I would be in a grave right now, no doubt. What I knew when I was young was I was unlovable. Nobody wanted me. I was worthless. I would never amount to anything. It was a pathetic childhood. And what made it even worse is I had two gorgeous sisters, and I was the one who was heavy. I had these teeth. Talk about a stacked deck. But the fun part was I set myself up for this journey to give myself a really challenging time to get through. But I've done it. I have done it. I've come way beyond that. Every belief that I ever held about myself has been long gone. One of the biggest hurdles that I had to get over from coming from a very sad childhood was I had to learn how to look in a mirror and not hate myself. And that was one of the biggest things I had to start doing. I had to learn to love myself, because if you can't love yourself, no one can love you either. It's just not going to happen. So all of the bad beliefs that I had about how unworthy I was made me hate myself because I was worthless. I was told enough. I knew I was. But there's so much more to beliefs than this. For instance, I wear contact lenses for now. And when I went to the doctor a couple years ago, and I don't change out my contacts every month. I don't even think about it. If I lose one, I change contacts. Other than that, I don't give it a second thought. I put them in the cleaner every night. I asked my eye doctor, I said, so why is it you think I should change my contacts out every month? And it was kind of funny because he was like, he told me this, like, well, if you do this, it could wear down over time. And it was just, he was trying to sell me something. And I'm thinking, because the contact lens company needs me to change it every month, right? I wouldn't even give it a second thought. I wear them until I lose them. And I've had contacts in my eyes for 6 months, and they work as good today as they did when I put them in 6 months ago. So if you believe that, you're going to buy into it. Or if you believe those little pills that you take, everything that we're told, you need this for that, if you believe it, things are going to work for you. But we are taught these beliefs about what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat. Every bit of this is a belief, a belief. If I wanted to live on McDonald's cheeseburgers every day for the rest of my life, and I knew in my core I would be the healthiest thing alive, guess what? I'd be the healthiest thing alive. And this is true. You believe something's going to work, it's going to work. You believe it won't, and it won't. It's as simple as that. The biggest belief misconception is just watching how you grow up and how you duplicate the life that you knew. For instance, you are born into a family with 2.5 children. They both went to college. They have jobs. They clock in and out every day. And then you go to preschool, and then you go to elementary, junior high, high school, and then you go off to college because everybody has to go off to college, right? All these beliefs that we do all these things, and then you're going to meet that person you're going to spend your life with, and you're going to live happily ever after. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That is how we've been living our lives. Who says so? We just follow along because that's the way it's been done. How many people do you know that have jobs that love what they do? It's not a job. They make money doing something that they're passionate about. Well, I happen to know many because where I am, we know you don't have to clock in. You don't have to go work somewhere like that. It's these beliefs that if you don't follow along with the way everybody does everything on our planet, you can't have anything. Looking back to growing up, and you always have that person, you heard about that black sheep of the family, that odd duck, that lone wolf that just, look at them go, trying to be something special. Back in those days, I was judgmental, I was human, I was like everybody else, and you'd look at that like hippie person and think They're just rebelling. Well, guess what? Because each one of us is here to do our journey. We are not here to do the journeys of others. And it's those that break away and they take the risks, they take the chances, they jump off the cliffs. They are the ones who are successful because they are happy to their core. So if you think you need to live the life your parents did, stop the madness. You don't have to do that. You have your own path that you are set here for. I'm going to be doing an episode specifically about this, on how when you're in a relationship, you're giving yourself challenges because you have a partner you have to balance things with. When you can go about your own journey and you pay attention to what's going on inside of you, the voices from within that you know aren't yours, things that are saying, go down that way when you really want to go that way. You want to go down that way because our gut, our inner knowing, knows exactly the path we need to be on. The sooner you start this path, the younger you are when you start this path, the better your life is going to be earlier. You don't have to wait till you're 65 and retired before you start figuring out who you are. Don't do that. Get out wherever you are right now and start living your life. You know you get guidance about stuff you want to be doing because it's the stuff you're doing that gives you that icky stomach feeling, that icky, I don't really want to be doing this, but you do it because it's what everybody's doing and you're just not happy. The way to know what is best for you, first of all, don't consider a partner for this. You need to take this ride by yourself. Listen to your guidance, see what it is telling you, and then follow that path. It's going to take you to new people, new opportunities. Don't park your spirit there. Expand from it and then move on to other opportunities. When you think about being in a relationship and you have that icky gut feeling, often it's because you're saying yes to things that you really want to be saying no to. You've got to be honest, first with yourself, and then second with those around you. You can make an agreement, as I have with many of my friends, as I've elevated into the spiritual life. Everybody knows that we all speak our truth. And if somebody says, I really want you to do this thing with me, it's going to be so much fun. What is so awesome is I think about it and I see how it feels. And then I say, I'd love to, but it's just I'm not feeling it. And you know what my friends today say? Thank you. I honor your truth. We would love to have each other do everything we want to do because we all get excited about things. But when you honor your truth and you honor the truth of others, you are freeing up space and you are setting yourself free. I mentioned this before, but any belief you've had as a child growing up, the beliefs that were instilled in you from your parents, your family. Families have beliefs. Do you go to a church? There are a few beliefs associated with that as well. I'm not going to get into throwing churches under the bus. But you really need to consider the beliefs that you've been taught at church. Do they sit well with you? Do they feel right with you? Go inside and check and see. But what I'm recommending more than anything that you do, every single belief that you've held on to as true, until you've experienced it yourself and gone out and lived these things to see if they are true or not, throw out every belief you've ever been told. Anything that you've been told, this is good for you, this is bad for you. That's advertising, that's pharmaceutical, that's who knows what. It's other people telling you what you need to think. Don't let them. Don't listen. You need to listen to your gut. You innately know everything you need to know. The only authority you need to check in with about anything is yourself. You need to learn to love yourself and trust yourself and know that the best version of you is going to be coming out of it. I'll stake my life on it. I'll stake my life on any of this because I've lived this, I've come to this freedom, I've come to this place, and trust me, it's worth challenging everything you've ever been taught to feel this freaking good all the time. See you next time.